Zishan from Pakistan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Sheikh, since childhood, we have been taught that we should put our faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we should never have emergency funds, like the funds that people think if some calamity falls on them, they would be able to use this money. So my question is whether it is right or wrong to have these emergency funds in case somebody gets sick or
To have what? To have images?
Emergency fund, funds.
So you're asking me about saving money for emergency?
Yes, saving money for emergencies. Sometimes people get sick or, crash your car or something like.
This is totally logical and smart and totally halal. Allah Azza wa Jal ordered us to have full trust in Him, while at the same time, in parallel, take the necessary means. So it's illogical to have full trust in Allah and throw yourself in the ocean when you don't know how to swim. And it's totally illogical to learn how to swim and someone says to you, Akhi, don't you trust Allah? Why are you learning how to swim? It has to go side by side. And this is why our Prophet ﷺ, when he fought at war, he wore his armor, who himself was the most person on earth to trust Allah and to rely upon Him Azza wa Jal. So this goes hand to hand or hand by hand or side by side without any problem, inshallah. Mahra from the Emirates.
I heard that Allah is as His servant thinks of Him, and I'm confused.
You heard what? You heard what?
That Allah is as His servant thinks of Him,
okay.
And I'm confused on what this means.
This means that when a person thinks positively of Allah, Allah the Almighty is more generous than this servant or the whole entire universe. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give that person more than he dreamt of. While if you think negatively of Allah, Allah will torment you and punish you with worse than what you thought of Allah Azza wa Jal. For example, some people have an illness, or some people have an interview for a job tomorrow. So we say to them, Akhi, good luck. Make dua to Allah Azza wa Jal that you succeed in your interview and you get the job with a better salary. He said, no. So, why? He said, oh, I've done this so many times. Every time I ask Allah for something, Allah doesn't make it happen. So I'm not going to make dua so that it would happen. This can mount to kufr. May Allah protect us. He is so negatively thinking of Allah as if Allah Azza wa Jal is playing a game with him. And if you went this low in thinking of Allah Azza wa Jal, ya akhi, you deserve what you get from calamities and torment and punishment. You're a servant. You're nothing. You're just a slave among trillions of other creatures and slaves of Allah. Who are you? So that you think that Allah Azza wa Jal would deal with you in such a fashion. No, Allah doesn't need you. So if you show your submissiveness to Allah, your humility, you express your poverty to Allah, Allah is more generous than the whole of this universe, and He will give you more than what you ever had dreamt of. Otherwise, you're going to be in real trouble. Farhan from Bangladesh.
Sheikh, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
I fall into sins deliberately. Like lots of times I have slow iman, and on that time, before committing the sins, I'm like when I get back my iman, I would be repenting and Allah will forgive me. And by having that intention, I commit sins deliberately. So, Sheikh, what can you tell me to scare me that so that I stop doing these sins deliberately?
You are in great danger, Akhi. As long as you're doing mistakes without repenting, the moment you die, you will face a lot of torment in your grave, and there would be a lot of punishment and torment for you in hellfire on the day of judgment. Because Allah has given you so much time, blessed you with so many favors and blessings in this dunya, yet you're failing big time to show your gratitude to Allah Azza wa Jal and to thank Him. Instead, you're utilizing whatever Allah has granted you in doing these sins over and over again, neglecting the fact that Allah is all hearing and all seeing. So when you're doing these mistakes, ask yourself, is Allah watching me? Is Allah listening to what I'm listening to? Does Allah know what I'm doing? If your answer is yes, this should put a lot of fear in your heart that something is going to happen. And if it's not happening, Allah Azza wa Jal is waiting for you to slip and to get your heart hardened and black until you've lost everything that would qualify you to Allah's mercy. So it's your call what you want to do.